All right, welcome back to Linda's Pantry. So today I'm gonna cook up a little bitty soup for myself out on the Stovetec stove. I've got it started, I think. Anyways, make me a little bit of soup, I think. So I need some carrots. I love carrots. I'm just gonna rehydrate some vegetables here. So a couple good, probably 3 or 4 tablespoons of carrots. Yeah, maybe more. I love these little Mylar bags. Thanks to Cat's Cradle, she turned me on to these. They reseal on their own. They're just fabulous, especially for your pantry that you go to all the time. I'm also going to put a couple, 3 or 4 tablespoons of cabbage that I've dehydrated. I've got some yellow corn and a good handful of that in there. And I'm going to put mushrooms in here. I love mushrooms too. These are cremini mushrooms. That's generally what I dehydrate. Now, I couldn't get my Dutch oven that my husband took camping. I could not get the lid off, believe it or not. So, I'm using the little noodle bowl or pot that I got a while back, and I'm just going to make a small batch. Now this is a combination of zucchini and yellow squash. I'm going to rehydrate that, and this is hot water, so it rehydrates stuff faster than if you just let it sit in cold water. Good handful of green onions that I dehydrated, and we'll stir that around. Already looks good. A nice veggie soup. And I'm going to add some peas into the mix too. Okay. Where's the peas? I keep a big bag out in the deep freeze, and then this bag in here, I just grab some and bring them in the house. So a good handful of some sweet peas. This is all from food storage, you guys, so this could be done from what you have, and I'm just going to let this sit and rehydrate. We are not ready to put it in the soup yet, so we're going to let that sit. I've also got some really light chicken stock that I have opened up, a quart of that, and let's get to cutting up some chucker meat. And this is chucker that my husband got, and I just absolutely love it. It makes wonderful soup. So we are gonna have just beans. This is just pretty much a single serving. I'm gonna do a couple legs and a breast. And then the rest of this, I do believe I'm gonna can this up. So anyway, so I'm just gonna cut that into bite-sized pieces. I'm gonna saute that off. I'll take you outside because I did put the Stovetec outside today. There's not room in the fireplace for to do much on top of it, so that steak or something like that's about all you can do in that fireplace with that. It's kind of tall. I hope that a few of you got to check out the Stovetec website. Pretty fun little ticket. Okay. I think I'm getting the hang of starting it, I hope. Because Paula gave me some hints. Thank you, Paula. And a couple other people gave me some really good hints too. So I did start it this time with some twigs from sagebrush and that kind of thing outside. And that seemed to work better. When I become a little more proficient with it, I'll share my lighting of the Stovetec with you. Until then, I think I'll just keep it to myself. Okay. So here's more than enough meat for one person. This is probably 3 ounces of meat. I'm gonna put that right there in that bowl. And I might even, well, I'm gonna simmer this for a while. So I'm gonna throw the bones in there. They'll be easy enough to fish out of there. Wash this mat in my hands really quick. And we will be ready to take you outside. All right. Nice. Whenever you're working with meat, I know most of you know this, but some people don't. Make sure that you keep your hands super clean. It's just really important that you wash all that off. Okay, so I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of olive oil down. A little fresh cracked black pepper to season that up. Got some kosher salt down on there. We'll do some garlic. I can smell that garlic. Oh my gosh. Okay, so a good, I don't know, sprinkling, and then I'll put the rest in the stock. How's that? Okay. Yum. And then we need some parsley, last but not least. You gotta have some of this fresh parsley in there somewhere. I don't care where. All right, so I'm gonna turn you off for now. I'll bring you back YouTube style outside at the grill where I've got my Stovetec ready and waiting. And I'm gonna give you a close-up of that. There's the chucker meat. And right here are all the vegetables. Just drinking it up. Okay, I'll be back. All right, so we're outside. I've got my little bit of meat sauteing in here in this pan. So you can see it's plenty hot. I'm gonna saute that up. Oh, I've got a nice little bed of coals in here. I love it. I'm gonna bring you down here so you can see that. Okay, it's kind of, lighting's gonna be kind of weird. I don't know how this is gonna turn out, but there's the meat cooking away. And there's my firebox. Check that out. So nice. Gotta love it. Okay, so I'm gonna keep cooking. It's a little pot. It's not gonna hold everything I mixed up. Unfortunately, I'm bummed. But you know what? Next time when we pry the lid off that other one, I don't know what happened. That's the way the lid sits. I'll have my husband do it. All right, and I'm going to move back over here. And we are going to strain off some of those vegetables. Not going to strain off a bunch, but I'm going to let this, actually this soup is going to sit in here and simmer for as long as those coals will allow. And I just want to put a little color on the meat, and then we'll get to doing some other stuff. Okay, I'll bring you back. Okay, you guys, I just put the 4 cups of stock in there, and all the veggies, drain them off, and they'll have time to finish rehydrating in there. It's going to take a while before this comes back up to temperature, but it was sizzling hot. So far, I have put 4 chunks of charcoal, and these are all natural wood charcoal in there, and some wood chips and sticks to get it started. So we'll see how much it takes by the very end, and let you see how delicious that looks. Still got plenty of room for some pasta in there, so that's what I think I'm gonna do. Although, you know, a little bit of rice would be delicious, some brown rice in there. But I think we're gonna use some pasta at this point. And I'm gonna go get the lid and let that just simmer away. Look at that. Delicious. Oh my gosh, guys. I think I'm challenged with this food tech, or Stovetec food stuff. Anyway, okay, I'll be back. Okay, you guys, we got simmering soup here. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to put, it's only about 2 tablespoons of brown rice in there. I'm going to let that cook with it. And then when it's almost done, because I'm going to let it simmer here for as long as I can. When it's almost done, then I have this container. It's probably a third of a cup of salad macaroni that I will put down in there. And we're going to put the lid back on. It smells wonderful. So anyway, that's what's happening on the Stovetec. Let's see what's in here. Hold on. There we go. Got some nice coals in there. Look at that. All right. Oop, there goes Sage. She says, I'm on a mission. All right. I'll be back. All right, you guys. Stovetec meal number 2. All done. This has been out here. I'll have to look at the clock when we go in, but I've had this door just kind of open there at the bottom because of the coals in here. You can see they're still red hot. And that took about 8 pretty good sized chunks and some extra firewood, you know, some little pieces of wood to keep it going. But as you can see, it's been simmering long enough for the brown rice to get done. The pasta's all cooked in. I added about another half a cup of chicken stock because it soaked up all that chicken stock. So I'm going to get this off and I'll meet you back in the kitchen and we're going to give it a taste test. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're back and I'm excited. I can't wait to taste this. I'm just a little bit, let's see, it's 3:45 and I started this at 2 o'clock. So it has had plenty of time to simmer. Check that out. And for everything to get happy, you gotta love it. Delicious, hearty soup. These bones can come out of there now and be tossed away. They've served their purpose. Pull those out. Yum. Oh my goodness. I'm really excited. So everything that you see in here came out of food storage. And look at how I probably could have done with less pasta. But this is going to be a hearty, hearty meal. So let's dish some up and see what we got. And see how it tastes with all the dehydrated vegetables that I've done. And you could probably put some more chicken stock in here. Or if you have it, chucker stock. Or eat it more like, you know, a heartier kind of a meal. And look how much is left. I mean, this is plenty for me. Even if I was starving, I'd only eat 2 of these, but there's a lot left. This is enough for 3 or 4 people. 2 very hungry people, 3 hungry people, and 3 or 4, you know, I'm gonna have maybe a piece of toast and some soup out of the food pantry. I'm gonna add a little bit of kosher salt on there. I don't salt anything real heavy, so, and I've got some fresh cracked black pepper I'm gonna top that with. And we're gonna give it a taste, but first I wanna give you a close-up. Ooh, you know what else would be good? Fresh Parmesan. Ooh, I might have to do that. Now you could use food storage Parmesan too. We're just gonna put a little sprinkle of cheese on there because cheese makes everything better, right? All right, I hear my canner coming up to speed. I'm gonna have to time that. We are canning chucker right now. So I want to give you a close-up of this and see what you think. Look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? Just really hearty. Okay, so I'll put you back over here and we'll have a taste and see what we got. Okay. It's really hot. So I want a piece of the meat, some pasta, and I got brown rice in there for extra protein and whole grain. Some corn. Oh my gosh, that is so good. That is delicious. I'm so happy with how that came out. No worries here. We're gonna eat good. At least for a while, eh? Okay, well, there it is. I hope this inspires you. I hope that it helps you just step outside the box and say, you know, I can make stuff, right, little handfuls of stuff that you might have put away in your pantry right now can make up a big hearty meal like this. And a piece of crusty bread with that, or even just plain bread, or tortilla, crackers, doesn't matter, cornbread, some croutons. It really is a delicious meal. And so, once again, done on the Stovetec, off the grid, cooking it my way. All right, you guys. I hope you rate and subscribe to my videos. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. I love hearing from you. And if you really like it, post it on Facebook. Let your friends get in on some of this. All right, you guys. God bless.